Qvale Mangusta 2002-01. The Qvale Mangusta is a sports car produced in limited numbers by the Italian automaker Qvale between 1999 and 2002. During development and very early production, it was developed from the De Tomaso Baigu concept car shown to the general public at the 1996 Geneva Motor Show. When the car started production, it was renamed De Tomaso Mangusta, named after the car originally built between 1967 and 1971, before De Tomaso became disassociated from the project and all subsequent cars received Qvale badging. The Mangusta uses a front mid-engine, rear-wheel drive layout and was binned by Italian automotive designer Marcello Gandini. Its powertrain, technical basis and components were largely provided by American manufacturer Ford Motor Company. It is powered by a 4.6-liter stock Ford modular V8 engine and was offered with either a 5-speed manual transmission supplied by BorgWarner, or a 4-speed automatic transmission sourced from GM. In 1993 and 1994, Maserati technical director Giordano Gussarini made a number of business trips to the United Kingdom and, while there, first saw the TVR Griffith. He was impressed by the style and sales success of such a low production volume car. Alejandro De Tomaso had meanwhile suffered a stroke in 1993. After a period of recovery, De Tomaso asked Gussarini, whom he considered a trusted friend, what should be done with the De Tomaso company. Gussarini suggested that De Tomaso make an Italian TVR, pointing out the positive design elements that made the Griffith attractive. Alejandro De Tomaso negotiated with the Maserati chairman to release Gussarini to De Tomaso, so that work on the design could begin. Gussarini intended to use an existing, inexpensive V8 engine that would reduce the purchase and maintenance costs of the car. In the tradition of De Tomaso cars, he wished to use a Ford V8 and explored the possibility of using the new Ford modular 4.6 liters V8, but discovered that Ford was not yet ready to sell it to manufacturers. Gussarini learned that TVR was investigating the possibility of using differentials made by Australian company BTR Automotive in its cars. When communicating with a supplier for the differentials, he was directed towards Holden Special Vehicles, HSV, who indicated that they would be able to offer engines and transmissions. At this stage, the De Tomaso project was given the internal code name ETX. Soon after Gussarini's communications with HSV, Ford Motor Company contacted him with the news that they would indeed be able to supply the modular V8, along with transmissions, ancillaries, and electrical systems. Alejandro De Tomaso had been a fan of the design work done by Marcello Gandini, so Gandini was called to Modena to discuss the job of styling the new De Tomaso project. To show him the character and feel of the desired product, Gandini was driven around in a TVR Griffith. He was ultimately commissioned for the styling job, and was given the instruction that the folding roof mechanism on the De Tomaso be similar to the multi-position roof used by the Griffith. A prototype of the car was displayed at the 1996 Geneva Motor Show and was called the De Tomaso Baigu, though it still needed development before it would reach full production. The company required capital to continue, and an initial appeal to the Italian government failed due to the declining health of Alejandro De Tomaso. Eventually, the company approached the Qvale family, who, led by Qvale, had been a North American importer for the original De Tomaso Mangusta in the 1960s and later Maserati when it was under De Tomaso ownership. Qvale agreed to fund the development of the car, with the agreement that the final product would be sold under the De Tomaso brand, as the De Tomaso Mangusta. The agreement between De Tomaso and Qvale was soured over licensing and distribution issues. Bruce Qvale, who was managing Qvale at the time, decided to produce the car under the Qvale name after an investment of over $30 million on the development of the car. In 1997, the Qvale Modena Spa Company was established to produce the Mangusta. Bruce Qvale led the project of developing a production facility, which involved the renovation and modernization of a building in Modena. The building was elegantly and comprehensively furnished, marble everywhere, and certified ISO 9001 compliant.